what about you? So in town, have a meeting, had half an hour to kill. So I'm going full local tourist mode and thought I'd take a wee dander around the grounds at the City Hall. Yeah, pass it every day of my life. Um, Usually only in around these grounds for the Christmas market or the October market. So if I've half an hour to kill, there's a hell of a crowd here today. It's roasting, beautiful Belfast sunny weather, and we're still in a bit of the aftermath of last week's fly. So it's the calm after the storm here in Belfast, and that's how we done about. There's plenty of statues, monuments, and stuff around the city hall. Um, get a wee look at them, and then of course I'm gonna have to call for a cheeky pint or two after, aren't I? You got your preachers out the front there as usual, but we'll start out with a wee walk through and up to what I would say is the most important monument here. Um, it's the War Memorial. And on Remembrance Day every year, there would be a service held here and poppy reefs laying. And as you can see, people come to lay reefs all year round. Get a look and see where they're from. Quite an impressive monument, erected by the city of Belfast in memory of our heroic sons who made the supreme sacrifice in the Great War, 1914 to 1918, and in the Second World War, 39 to 45. A couple of local societies have laid reefs, East End, yeah. It's quite an interesting one. Friends of East Belfast, Drunk in some society. I'll have to Google that one up. Friends of the 36th Ulster Division, Carrick Fergus. So to give you an idea of where this is located at City Hall, it's at the side. So there's the main bus terminus, and where you get the hop on, hop off tourist buses. Just at the side of City Hall there. And there is an entrance gate just the left hand side there. You can come in. Our City Hall, it is a great building. I'm not going to go into the history of the architecture and all that, because there's people more in the know for all that sort of stuff than what I am. But there is a building over across on. I'll point it out when we turn the corner, and I think it was the same people built both buildings at the same time. So that's the Great War Memorial. I think quite fitting that we started that one. So I pass these all the time, and I couldn't tell you what half an hour are. So that's as good a time to learn as any. The memorial was unveiled by the Marquess of Londonderry during the Lord Mayoralty of the Right Honourable Sir Daniel Dixon and Bart MP, 8th of June 1906. I don't know the significance of, you see the writing here, Syria, St. Petersburg, and Rome. If anybody knows, please let me know. I could just Google it up later, but you know yourself, sometimes you go on the internet and you read absolute bollocks. another batch of tourists here waiting for a tour. So you can book in and get a guided tour inside City Hall. Put the timetable up here. From what I believe, the main tour now, they've changed it slightly. The main tour is free, I think, for most of the City Hall. And then you can, I think, pay to get a guided tour, which gets you more access into different chambers and stuff like that. I don't even think it's overly expensive. Next up, we'll have this wee memorial. That looks like another war memorial. In memory of officers and men of the 45th Field Regiment and the 170th Mortar Battery, the Royal Artillery, who lost their lives in Korea, 3rd to 4th of January 1951. So again, another war memorial. People from Northern Ireland here must have went to Korea and lost their lives in that war, in that battle. People that walked in darkness have seen a great light. And off I go. See yourselves here. There's a lot of people that live and work around Belfast, and what use these great grounds is if you have a wee lunch break in Belfast, it is quite popular. Grab your sandwich or grab your snack and come, especially in the good weather, and sit in the grounds at City Hall and soak in the atmosphere and get a wee bit of vitamin D as well. This one here, Robert James Morley, Lord Mayor of Belfast, 1910 to 1914, free man of the city, MP for East Belfast, died 25th of March 1914. There you go. The free man of the city. I've actually got the key to the city myself. Got a letter of recognition for us and the workers who kept the city going during COVID. So it's a nice wee accolade to have. The key to our great city. Don't know if I'll get a statue like here, but you never know. Mary Ann McCracken, abolitionist, educator, social reformer, and businesswoman. If my history serves me right, I believe Mary Ann McCracken was a big, might have been the founder of the women's rights movement, stuff like that, sort of suffragettes around that area, pushing for women's rights, rights to vote. And quite rightly then, now has a statue erected in the grounds of City Hall. Wee big tour going on here. So now these are gates at the front of City Hall. This is where you'll probably see, you get your preachers and all here. If you normally see anything controversial, people arguing and all that, it's usually right there at the front gates. This takes you right to the front of the City Hall. Like, yeah, I mean, great building.
Their office the ways of death. Yes. And the enemy, the devil, has prevented thousands of false religions, thousands of false Christianity.
And of course, then at the front of the City Hall, the main statue right at the front doors of Queen Victoria. Wee seagull friend there. Say for it, even that I pass this place, say every day. But a lot of people, probably even locals as well in Belfast, maybe only in and around these grounds, so like at the Christmas market. So it's a completely different view, completely different vibe, and actually get a look and explore what the City Hall grounds have to offer. A statue coming up here on the left hand side looks suspiciously like John Locke from Lost, only with her, but I don't think it is him. Can't actually make it right now. There's people sitting having their lunch, so I'm not going to disturb them. Go up, shove a camera in their face, and ask what's in their sandwich. Smells like egg and onion from here, like, but you never know. Over here, William James Harry. And then around here, this is probably the one most of the tourists will come for. It is the Titanic Memorial. Just trying to stay out of the way a wee bit. There's a guided tour on. I don't want to disturb them. But basically here, as you look along, it's the names of all those who perished on the Titanic. Of course, famously built here in Belfast. But you know the old saying, it was alright when it left here. That takes us round this side of the City Hall then. I'll let this wee tour guide past. You've got your sort of, all your stained glass windows here. Put in. All have a wee link and meaning in the pictures in them. You can see the coat of arms here of Ulster, the Ulster flag. It's the 9 counties of Ulster flag. A lot of people probably more familiar with the Ulster banner, which would be the Northern Ireland flag, you would say. But that is the 6 counties of Northern Ireland, where this is the actual Ulster banner. It's a yellow background with a red cross, which is the 9 counties of Ulster. There's one there with a crown. It's actually, I was talking with that guy who worked in the City Hall there recently, and I think they put in a new um, they put a new one of them windows in. I think last year. I think it might have been for Gay Pride. One of the mayor, I think they can vote on it, and they put a new one in. So again, that might be something to check out if you're doing the guided tour. Um, they'll probably have all the information on that, and you get to see all that from inside. So the wee tour guide's passed, so just cut back to the Titanic Memorial Garden. Takes hours a wee map. If you watched a previous video up there about a week ago off the Maritime Mile, and that's where this map would be showing you down where the Titanic was actually built. So if you go back through, check out the other video, Belfast Maritime Mile, Game of Thrones tour. It will actually there'll be a bit of information on that and show you the area and the actual slipway where Titanic itself was built at the shipyard. You see if you see any of your family's names. See if you see any of mine. I've never heard of any history in my family of anyone being connected to the Titanic, but might as well check to see if the name's here. No. there is a Sharp, spelled different. Mr. Percival Charles Sharp. No relation. No. You know one of the Rothschilds were involved. Do you see any of your family's names? It's just when you see all these names just put together on a monument like this, it's quite harrowing how many people actually lost their lives with when you think about it on that tragedy in the Titanic. 15th of April 1912. We're set off from Belfast famously here, went to Southampton and then made its voyage on towards New York. Sadly it met its fate off the coast of Newfoundland, I think, if I remember right. And just behind that plaque there is another monument here as well. So I think, folks, that concludes the wee gander around Belfast City Hall. Full tourist mode here in my local city. And I think next time we go and enjoy a pint. I'll maybe add one in. We'll see what we're like, see where we go, and I'll add that into the video. But before saying off, what I will say is we trip planned this weekend. So there'll be another video up very, very soon, if not two. Taking a wee road trip up the road, and I'll get a few hotel videos and obviously a few pint videos on that too. So be sure to do all your like, click, subscribe. Stay tuned. There'll be another video coming soon. Rating the Guinness. I was actually doing just full tourist mode on a half an article, so I wandered around the city hall and done a wee bit of a vlog, and then I was like, while I'm out and about, get a couple of Guinness. It is, it's roasting, but that, I know. But I've passed here 1,000 times. I thought I'll call in, get a pint. Yeah. So.
Where would you usually pop in? Where would you?
I would go to Bettles quite a lot.
Where?
Bettles.
Oh, I love Bettles.
Brilliant. All over. I go all around. Fountain, Maddens.
I try to mix it up, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it fresh.
I go all around. But my local salon fellow in East Belfast.
You're right back there.
Yeah. What's your name, mate? Sorry.
Anthony.
Anthony. Gio. Nice to meet you, mate.
Andrew, pleasure.
So we're in Margot. We've called in. We've stumbled in off the City Hall for a pint. Served up by Anthony here. 26 glass. Let's get our split. Undershoot. Undershoot. Well undershoot. A massive undershoot. Sorry folks, just mucking about with this camera here. But a massive undershoot. But what a wee spot in here. Absolutely lovely. I actually felt a wee bit underdressed coming in, but talking away with the staff, they couldn't be friendlier. Absolutely legend of a fella here, talking away, asking about pubs where we drink. And turns out it only lives around the corner from where I live. But what was that, a pint? It was, let me just check, 6.85. So I say the average in about Belfast here is about 6.50. So it's not over the average, I would say. But you are in this place was, I think it was done about, let's say about a year ago, maybe just over. And again, I've passed it a load of times. It looks a lovely spot. I think you can get food and all in here. And I thought, when I'm doing the City Hall, we'll stumble in, get a pint, check it out. So if you're getting off the bus at City Hall or you're passing through town waiting on the bus, I would definitely recommend popping in here for a pint. It's a fancy wee spot. There looks like there's all wee different sort of side rooms in it. Again, there's all people sitting eating and maybe people in business meetings. I'm not going to go in and throw a camera in their face. But yeah, Margot, just beside City Hall here. Check it out. As I say, signing off. Hope you enjoyed the wee tour of City Hall. Hopefully it helped you. Hopefully you'll call in here for a pint and check out the next video coming soon. Wee road trip here in Northern Ireland where we're heading up a road. So thanks for watching, folks. If you'd like to support me, support the page, get more content out, you can buy me a coffee, scan the QR code, or copy the link. Thank you.